Hey everybody, welcome to AD2L Season 5. We've got Team Elite going up against Don't Push. This is a playoff game in the entry-level tournament. And it is also a game 3 of the best of 3. So the winner here moves on and the loser, unfortunately, is eliminated. So we've got both these teams playing for not a whole lot of cash, but a lot of pride. So I'm hoping to see some excellent Dota. And let's quickly run through the bans, and then I'll get into the picks. We've got Wisp, Tide, Bristleback, and Death Prophet banned for Team Elite, as well as Faceless Void, Viper, Jakiro, Pugna banned out for Don't Push. The first pick overall was Witch Doctor, followed up by the Clockwork Skywrath Mage, Undying, and then this next set of bans. And now Don't Push, pick up a Luna. So they've got their hard farm, and they've got a very strong pushing combo, or well, hero in the Luna, I should say. She's excellent at taking out buildings. She can manage to get in range of them. And then she's also got the Clockwork and Skywrath to make some space for her in the mid game if she needs to maybe do some catch-up jungle farm or stack Ancients. We'll have to see. But the Clockwork Skywrath, obviously a classic combo. Clockwork also very good up against the Witch Doctor, as he's got lots of stuff to cancel the Death Ward. PA picked, and I'm not sure how PA lines up against Luna. Haven't seen it a whole lot. I think PA has a tough time up against Clockwork and Skywrath Mage, though. If she gets hooked silenced, she's gonna just melt. Clockwork's Battery Assault, as well as the bonus damage from Skywrath. Ancient Seal, on top of whatever else he decides to throw, whether it's Arcane Bolt or Mystic Flare, just a couple of those, I think is an easy kill. So PA is going to have to be very careful and very much want that BKB. And if he goes for something like a Battle Fury and it's delayed a little bit, it's going to be tough. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. Luna, on the other hand, I think going up against an Undying is pretty rough. She doesn't have all that much health early. And with a Witch Doctor Undying, I think you can go aggressive. PA, probably not the best aggressive core, but nonetheless. They get a TA for RAR, so I kind of like that pick. Maledict is pretty rough against her. Lots of instances of damage, as well as the zombies from Undying's Decay. Then the instant Huskar pick coming out for Team Elite. And now this is kind of a catch-22, I think. Huskar does a lot of damage when he's low, but the thing is, he's very susceptible to physical damage. So heroes like the Luna and TA can kill him easily, especially if they get the jump on him first. Plus, often he's going to be running around fairly low, and they do have a fair bit of control for him. Skywrath Mage good at controlling him, as well as Clockwork with the cogs, the Battery Assault for the mini stuns, and then Hook to get a good solid stun. I think I'm not sure how it'll go. It'll come down a lot to the laning stage. I'm assuming that'll be their mid. Unless they want to run aggressive with Witch Doctor, Undying, Huskar, I think that would actually be a very terrifying lane. So I kind of have to wait and see what they want to do. But not a hero you see too often. But I think a decent hero nonetheless. A little bit underpicked right now. And I'm not sure why that is. I guess it's because he doesn't do a whole lot. Like, he doesn't do multiple things. He just fights. He can't split push very well. He doesn't push base really well. He just fights. So, as far as the Space Creator goes, I think that's a good thing. But can make it a bit tough. And I like this pick. Shadow Shaman, so some solid pushing potential coming from one of their supports. As well as his wards are physical damage, so they'll hurt the Huskar. But he also has a lot of control for both the Huskar and the Phantom Assassin. And so far, the only hard stun they have is the Witch Doctor with the cask. And if there's a lot of things around, like his whole team and some creeps and stuff, he'll probably get a good handful of seconds off on his channel before he gets casked or before it bounces to him. I think it's a good pick all in all. And just waiting on Team Elite to pick up their last and final pick of this series. Can't wait to see what it is. They got a whole minute to think about it, so probably take a little bit of that time, but not sure. Things they need though are I think they need, if they're not going aggressive, they need an offlaner, or they need somebody to run a lane solo. The other thing you have to be careful for is that you don't pick yourself into a corner kind of thing. Like maybe they pick up I think, who are the offlaners left that are decent right now? Centaur's still in the pool. I don't think they want to go for that. It didn't work out very well from last time. As well as the Timbersaw is in the area, but I'm not sure if he does enough. He's very good against Clockwork and can create space, but they're going to go with the Necrophos. And now I can see them very easily running an aggressive lane if they want to. And it's going to be prohibited on the Necro. Interesting. So I think they're going to take that aggressive. And I think Amok's going to have to be careful with his team here. I know Amok is the captain, but he's not the drafter. That is, I believe, falls to either Red Baron or Desktop does the drafting. I don't remember who. But I kind of have to wait and see. Taking some time with these picks, though, getting a little bit of extra conversation time, seeing who they want and where they want who they want where.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
But we'll kind of have to wait and see. And there goes the picks. Still one person waiting to go there. And Red Baron was the last one to load in. So, speaking of Red Baron, he is going to be playing the Clockwork. We've got Desktop on Skywrath Mage, Rar on the Templar Assassin, and Amok on the Luna. Last but certainly not least is General Tau. Huskar is going to be going to the mid lane, played by Zephyr. Then we've got Undying, played by Mormon. Angel Wrath is going to be playing the Templar Assassin, and Boomer is going to be on that Witch Doctor. Last but certainly not least, Prohibit is going to be on the Necrophos. If I remember, don't push. So a little bit of banter going back and forth. I'm not sure. Remember them rules though. I don't. He pawns because one of his teammates is DC'd. See, and I think I like this though. Regardless of what they're saying in chat, I like what Radiant here, DP, are doing. They're going aggressive, and I think that's going to take them off hand quite a bit. Prohibit's all alone up here, and if he gets caught out with a shackle, like early, like concussive shot shackle, and I think he just dies. Like there's literally nothing he can do, because the amount of extra damage they're all going to do with the Luna aura, they're all going to be hitting fairly hard. She'll be hitting for 65, or sorry, 63. Skywrath's going to be hitting for that 50. 58 or something like that. Shaman will be shackling, so not too much. But I think they can shred the Necrophos if they get a shackle on him. Do they have a smoke? I'd like to see them have a smoke, but I'm not too sure. It's going to be a solo Clockwork down here, and they've got Undying moving in the area already. But they saw him with a ward. He places it aggressive, actually, underneath the tower. Red Baron's going to have to be careful here. I think by now that Prohibit's going to know that there's something up. General Town moving through the area is going to get a shackle off. They have a concussive shot to follow up. They're going to throw it out. They get a nice Lucent Beam off. They need a handful more right clicks. He's going to run to the trees. But it's going to be a first blood going to General Tau. So the aggressive lane working out fairly well already for them. Luna's might have to salve up, or might just sit in clarity up. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, they're going to be ganking the mid lane. They've already dropped a tombstone. Rar's in a lot of trouble. Burning Spears quickly burns through the refraction. She's going to drop down. She pops a stick charge, and she was dead. So the Huskar Burning Spear is a little bit too strong, but who knows? Unfortunate there. So quickly, both teams on the board, and I'm not sure who this favors though. We'll have to kind of take a look and see. You know, Rar is still doing all right. Gonna be able to get the last hits. Quickly burned down though. That refraction really hurts. But Zephyr dropping himself fairly low, and they want to go and Prohibit again. Or they're pinging. Sorry, Boomer has rotated up to help Prohibit, and this leaves a Clockwork up against the TA. And I'm not sure who's gonna win this lane. Clockwork's gonna get a catch up in levels out this wave. But I think Clockwork's going to be fairly happy about this. PA isn't able to kill him, and if Clockwork catches PA out of bounds, there's nothing to blink to. Out of bounds. Out of position, and there's nothing to blink to. It's going to be a fairly easy game, or easy kill for him. And Desktop, throws out just going to harass back. Coconut's going to fly through, going to get soaked up by the creeps. Abaddon is not Abaddon. Undying is in the area, runs up, says hello, and then backs off. Now it's going to be Tri-Lane against Tri-Lane, and I'm not I think DP. I don't think they win this one. I think there's too much sustain coming up for them. But if they get out of position, they might be able to take a kill or get a pick off or something like that. They do a fair bit of damage, and they have a good items for punishing out of position. That said, the not the soul rip, but the decay is strong. That hurts. How's Clockwork doing? He's losing in CS, but that's everyone's rising. Phantom Assassin very good at getting the last hits. Clockwork, you got to start using your cogs though. Burn the mana. Burn it. Burn it. Either way. Speaking of burning, Huskar. Level 4, Rar, having a rough day. Doesn't want to get too close at all. Like, Refraction's just not going to do anything for him. But they might be rotating in. Shaman gets a hex into a Shackles, and I think Huskar dies. Luna's here as well. They're not going to find it, unfortunately. Just not quite in range. They almost needed the mini stun to set it up. And it's interesting that they're rotating the Luna around like this. Rotate Luna into the mid lane. I don't think Luna does a whole lot better. Maybe can farm with the Lucen's Beam a little bit more. But TA is just going to be having a very tough time. TA up against PA, though. The Assassin against Assassin. I think it's not bad. Either way. Red Baron's holding a lot of skill points here. Just has this one in Battery Sultan, one in Cogs, and then just holding on to the rest. Oh, Luna dies to the Huskar mid, it looks like. He kind of dove her a little bit. Took some damage, but in the end able to get out. And I'm wondering if DP is a little bit worried. They've been rotating around a lot, and I think it's starting to affect them in the lanes. They're starting to fall behind as far as levels go. No, where is it?
Radiant's top
Zero levels.
towers in
Like
bad
these guys are all about the same. The mids and the off and the solo laners, but then
shape.
it's just little things, right? Little things.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Clockwork's gonna be rotating up top, and Huskar is rotating to the PA's lane. Actually, might see her. Gonna have to meld.
Top tower's hurting.
No meld yet. Just a tank in the hits though. Huskar is dropping very low, very quickly. And that's physical. That's all physical damage. So I mean, you don't want to get hit by too many of those, especially if he gets hit by a meld strike. He's gonna be sitting very low in armor. Well, maybe not. Early, it's pretty. It's only 2 armor, but nonetheless. See what they decide to do. Undying though, you don't want to tank this either. These do a lot of damage early. Oh, nice dodge there. Dodges the first spear actually with the meld. Good use. And Luna, are you catching up yet? Mach sitting at 11 CS, the lowest so far of the farmers. Arguably, in having been moved around the most, is very unsurprising. Prohibit and Angel Wrath, though, they're doing alright. Clockwork's actually doing fairly well himself. Red Baron, up sitting up there at 20 CS. And not sure where they're going to go from here. We'll have to see. Mormon not going to go down. TA able to keep him pushed back. Burning Spear is going to tick out though. TA is going to be a little fairly hurt. If he, there's going to be no support coming, and any TPs in would probably be seen. I said this ward probably only has vision like that, but still, it's something you got to be careful about. He's going to bottle up and be able to make it away. Skywrath and Shadow Shaman, they're both level 4. Or sorry, Skywrath's almost level 4. Shadow Shaman is. They've got some levels up and they can rotate and do some stuff if they want. Interestingly enough, though, no nuke up for Shaman. They're going to rotate through, instantly pops an Invis rune, and they don't go for the TA. Interesting choice there. Rotation's going to be coming through. Huskar is there as well, and I guess that's a good call. Mormon's in the area. Huskar long leap forward, instantly gets sheeped. Watch out, PA's going to get shackled into the tower, and I think this is going to be a dead PA. Blinked in on a little more. They lose their Shaman. But in the end, I think it's worth. Clockwork comes in. Red Baron helps get another kill. So far, it's a 3-for-2 exchange. Mormon's going to be okay. Undying is as well. They lost their Luna in the end. I'm going to look to tank the tower. And that's a good fight for TE. They managed to turn what was a very divey play coming out from them into a bit of a win. This does buy up a little bit of space, but I'd say worth. I mean, I guess PA and Huskar died. It was a Clockwork Luna and a support. It's kind of, half of one, two-fifths of the other, kind of thing. Like, not two-fifths, gee. But you guys get the picture. Wasn't great.
Radiant's top
Either
tower's
way,
hurting.
Huskar, what level are you now, and what are you going for? Come here. He, I assume, is going for an urn, but hasn't picked it up yet, even though he
Radiant's
could.
top tower's
Instead,
taking hits.
looking to get that armlet, and probably going to go on Luna. Nope, decides not to. Just throwing out some spears on creeps. It's crazy how much damage those do. It's actually insane. TA going to be farming up against PA. That's a interesting lane to try and talk about. And I think Templar Assassin wins this lane usually. Slow is not bad, but there's no way to clear the instances of damage. Luna is starting to farm somewhat. Gonna have to get a Helm of a Dominator or Mask of Madness or something and get some Ancient stacks going. Speaking of which, there is a double stack sitting here. Red Baron, level... Ooh, actually got max rocket, or going max rocket flare. Level 7 has a blueberry rune bottled up as well as phase boost, so he's gonna hit fairly hard. And wondering who they're gonna want to go for. Sends up a rocket flare top. Fortunately, it looks like he's just trying to push the creeps. Gonna search for the hook. Uh-oh, Necrolight's gonna actually walk into him. Misses the cogs though. Shackles come out. Nothing yet, no follow-up. The hook comes through. There it is. They lose the Shaman, unfortunately, to the Heartstopper and the creeps, but they're gonna get Necrophos. And Undying has rotated himself in, as well as the Huskar. Witch Doctor's off to the side as well. But Skylath, just makes it out. Had less than 50 health. They leap him, gonna cogs him back. Unfortunately, didn't pop it in time to get rid of the Huskar. And he is gonna go down. Luna's here, trying to deny the tower. Manages to get it. Lots of pings coming up from the Necrophos. I believe that was him. Fortunately, Seem not able to get there and finish it off. So it was a 2-for-1. They got the Necro, lost their Clock Shadow Shaman, denied a tower. I think it's a bit of a wash, possibly in favor of TE, just because now that they got 2 kills, the tower was taken down. Luna dropped very low there. I'm assuming that was a Reaper safe, but just not quite enough to finish it off. Yep, looks like it was. And they're going to need this TA to start doing some stuff here pretty soon, I think. They're trying to fight without her, and it's not going that great. They need to just that little bit more. Huskar now has his armlet. And Clockwork, what are you going for next? Nothing. Luna still is working on those, getting the basic core items up, as well as the TA. TA, unless he's got something hiding somewhere, doesn't really have a whole lot either. He's died 3 times. And so far, it's a much better game for TE. Red Baron looking for a hook. Might be going on onto Zephyr here. They don't really have the physical damage to follow it up. So they're gonna back TP bottom. And I mean, they can take a fight on this. Rara's here. They've got Clockwork sitting in the wings, and bottling him up. Skyrath is rotating through, spotted out by an illusion actually, but Trap comes out. Yeah, he's gonna back. Clockwork's looking for the hook. Oh, beautiful hook on 2 actually. And Angel's gonna blink out. They quickly lose their Witch Doctor though. TA's gonna get slowed down quite a bit. And she's in a tough place now. Clockwork gets there with his battery salt phase boots, and they're able to get a double kill on Red Baron. And that's the kind of thing you need to do with Clockwork. PA's gonna TP mid though. Help the Shaman out. Able to get the kill on the Huskar too. What a TP. Good reaction there. Nice play by the Shaman, keeping himself alive long enough to so that one of his allies can come in and finish off the kill. Undying though, rotating through. Kind of out of position here. Clockwork doesn't have any mana though. Has enough for a cogs in a moment. But Undying's gonna go this way, I think. Actually pops his ulti and a tombstone. Oh, that melt strike though. Max level meld with a refraction hurts, and they're gonna clean up that 150 gold from the tombstone, and that's a quick 4-for-0 over the course of the last like 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, going the way of DP. So they're gonna be very happy with that. They got some rotations, made them work, and I think with that they've probably caught up as far as items go. Imagine the golden XP graph is about flat, slightly in favor of the Dire still, but as far as net worth, but the experience graph when I clicked on it was actually flat. So that's good. Both teams now back on basically even footing, and from here, I don't think either team's draft necessarily wins. They both do things very differently. PA gets super farmed and can crit, she wins. You know, if DP push controlled and get shaman wards, and the Luna on towers, they win. Like, it's Necrophos ultis the Luna outside the base, she can't buy back. Like, you know, it's all these little things, right? Rara's actually in a fair bit of trouble. They have detection, so he can't just meld and hide, but very quick with the phase boot's gonna be able to get away. And that's gonna be the end of that. Yeah, he's still farming. Not sure what she's going for. Only has the boots. Has died a handful of times and doesn't have the best CS. Necrophos doing a decent bit better. Working towards his eggs. He's got most of it. Just needs 1,300 gold roughly. TP is actually going to come in. Undying pops the tombstone. The TP gets cancelled by the clockwork. Rar is going to have to book it away, and I think they're just going to sack this tower if they have to. Lots of farm up top. Clockwork's pinging it out. Wants Luna to go farm it, I think.
Radiant's top towers in bad shape.
Okay, just kind of sitting there, killing zombies, like The Walking Dead. The Undying is rotating around, has his ultimate up. It's wearing off soon though. Wonder if TA knows that she can meld strike the tower. Meanwhile, while I'm watching this duke out, Huskar does go down. Looks like the Skyreth Mage, Shadow Shaman, clockworkness was enough. Okay, it's farming very aggressively now down here. They do have all three. Rar is hiding here. Might like refraction meld, hoping to get a kill. Nope, not gonna go for it. She does have clockwork rotating in with a haste rune. Pops a salve, and look to see what they decide to do. Flare's gonna come out. Oh, big melt strike onto the Undying. He pops a tombstone. I think that's gonna be the signal to back. They're gonna just be happy they still have the tower, and they actually denied it again. So that's the second tower denied. Both towers going down have been denied, and that's got to be a little frustrating coming up for TE. Like they've spent a lot of time and effort trying to get these towers. Coconut not gonna fly yet. Decides not to go for it just yet. Does now, but unfortunately it's not gonna be able to bounce. Huskar does drop down. They do pop a ward though. Rar's gonna die to this. Yep. They all ticked. Everything ticked at once. I was like, wait, she's taking no damage, and it gone. So. Good stuff there. The Shadow Shaman has a ward. Nice hook shot for the clockwork. Unfortunately, didn't pop his cogs. Didn't really need them for that kill, but might have wanted to have them for this Huskar. Unfortunately, not somebody who wants to be trapped with. Hex comes out from the Shaman. Oh! PA crit onto the clock himself. Luna has dropped. Not sure where. General Tao is in a lot of trouble here now. There it is. One more crit. And General Tao dropped the Shaman. So, just as quickly as they got some kills, they fed some away. So, good plays coming from TE, able to fight. And I think this is a good call from Phantom Assassin. She's going for the Helm of the Dominator. Going to be able to either farm a little bit faster, hit a little harder, and just kind of be a little more tanky, whatnot. And I don't think it would be a good call to go for the Battle Fury. This will let her farm up the not the Battle Fury, sorry, the, aggressive blink forward, immediately Hex. Skyreth comes out, gets a silence off. Angel Wrath's running away. Shadow Shaman got the tower denied. All three tier 1s being denied. That's like 3k gold being denied from TE. And this Skyreth is dropping very low. These zombies are angry. Oh, gonna blink forward on the clockwork. Ulti comes out from the Witch Doctor, though. Unfortunately, Undying is trapped inside the cogs. He's gonna go down. PA is looking to get the TA. Just needs to get in range for a hit. Stick popped. Meld strike. Needs one more right click. Phase boot slowing down. There. Oh, the dodge. Slow. Huskar's coming in. I think. Oh, there it is. Pops a meld, and Rar is probably going to pay for this with his life, though. He'll have to meld again, like, very soon. There's no vision left. Actually going to make it away. Fortunately, if I missed anything else happening off to the side there, I was busy watching a bit of a chase. But he did go down. Desktop. Working for a 4-staff, it looks like. And I imagine Shaman is trying to go for an Ags. I don't think I've seen his wards used yet. They need to do that. I know that sounds like super obvious. Oh yeah, they could use the spells. But that's kind of one of the things and reasons why you pick the Shaman, right? Is to push lanes and pressure towers. And They need to do that so Luna can get a little bit more space. I think if they get a tower, another tower or two, Luna's farm catches up fairly well, just because of what she can farm as far as space, like allowable space. And so will the TA. Looks like Huskar's gonna start doing Roshan. Oh, gets bashed, and starts stacking up the fire ticks on the Rosh. And Huskar can actually do this fairly well. You can usually maintain about like 13 stacks on Rosh, I think. Which, I mean, 13 times at this point, 20 damage a second. Ooh, that flare though. Oh, Undying! Careful, buddy. And Roshan's dropping very low. Unfortunately, though, DP is rotating in. Melt Strike. Nope, not going to need it. And they pick off the Huskar. It was too low. And I think this might be a dead Undying. Unfortunately, not going to focus on that. They get a Shackle off on Boomer. That's going to be a dead Witch Doctor. Undying off to the side. Mormon does go down to Rar. And that's 3 kills. A double kill going for Rar. Now on a killing spree. And hey, look at a tasty, tasty Roshan. That is very, very low. And they all hit pretty hard with the Luna Aura. Extra 22 damage. And there's unfortunately just not a lot they can do about it. Aegis quickly picked up. And that is very unfortunate. They immediately ping out this bottom tower. Creep wave is already there. That couldn't have gone a lot better for them, I think. They caught out 3, got Roche, and gonna get a tower as well. TA went for drums. Now 2,300 gold in the bank. Can go pick up whatever else she wants to next. Witch Doctor's gonna rotate in. Does have Death Ward. Undying is coming in as well. I think Tombstone might still be on cool. Nope. Golem is, but Tombstone's up. And, I mean, the tower's already gone. And I don't think you want to chase into all 5 of them when you don't have your allies. He does throw out the Tombstone, but it's just going to zone them back. Clockwork almost has an Ags. Smoke comes out from the mall. TA not in it. So they're probably going to look to bait with her. And I wonder if they see this coming. Oh, they're actually going to find each other. Eclipse immediately popped. Unfortunately, Slow comes out, concussive shot, Mystic Flare that catches a little bit. Nice hook onto the PA. Cast is going to bounce through. That's a lost Shadow Shaman. That said, the PA has gone down now. Red Baron is TPing out. Unfortunately, not going to make it. That's a 2 for 2 so far. The Aegis has been used. Huskar's dropping very low. So is the... Oh, Rar gets Reaper Scythe. Luna not going to want to finish off the Huskar. Can't really do it. Just going to look to TP out, and I think he's going to die too quick. And unfortunately there... Oh, Huskar... Oh, just turned off the armlet. So a 3 for 5 because Luna did use the Aegis. Died twice. And I mean, this has just been a very back and forth game so far. Experience and gold both fluctuating just around that midpoint and whatnot. Necrophos has a BKB already as well, so that did a lot of damage. And TA is dead forever. Another 50 seconds left on her timer. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Necrophos ulti and how it works now with the guaranteed 30 seconds at all times. I think... Yes, it's really, really strong early, and I think what you do for that is maybe make it scaling. Like make it like 10, 20, 30 kind of thing, and I want to say that would balance it out just fine. I mean, sure, it's powerful, but a lot of ults are very powerful, and a lot of ults that are very powerful scale as well. You know, yeah, just kind of got to give and take. I don't think everybody should be screaming Banhammer, but TA has a chrysalis, or sorry, a demon edge, so probably going straight for the Daedalus. Very aggressive. Actually has a full magic wand. A little bit of extra stats. Has room for the Daedalus or the demon edge now. Working towards the Daedalus. And when he gets that, I think it's gonna hit very hard. If there's a pause, I'll look at some effigies. Some of those look pretty fun. Force Staff has now been acquired. Shaman still wants that Ag. He's going to be able to pick up the point booster here, finally, if that's what he decides to go for. And I don't believe he got his wards off last time either. I think he died before he could place them. That's a little concerning. Necrophos has a Blink Dagger picked up as well. Quite tanky, mind you, with that Ag's power shards. So I think he's going to be being a bit of a problem. Doesn't have a whole lot of armor, especially if he gets Meldstruck. It'll be at -1, so pretty decent. Clockwork has his Ags now, just needs the Crow. Gift Crow team. Top tower dropping low. Zephyr looking to push. Shaman is there. He's gonna TP to mid lane. Oh boy, good TP, good awareness. Realizes he was out of position. Witch Doctor's coming up through the bottom, and lots of pings coming out on the side of TE. They have a nice aggressive ward here, and have flying vision over, well, like that entire area, and it's really good. Oh, and they're gonna clean up his ancients together. It looks like just gonna split the farm. I think that's fine. I mean, they're gonna give the big ones to the Luna, and I think that's a good call. Who bought an Ogre Club, went back for a Yasha, and doesn't finish off the one Ogre. Team isn't fighting yet. Oh, now goes back for it. Gotta get that. And can I now go S and Y if he wants? If that's what he wants. I'm not sure if that's really that good on Luna. I mean, the movement speed's nice, but I'll have to kind of see. Dagger comes out into Tau. Blink forward. Gonna get cogged and silenced. Huskar blinks forward very aggressively. So far, not a lot happening quite yet. Necrophos goes down before he can use his ultimate. TA is dropping very low himself. Actually gone invisible, and that's a quick 3 for Nil. They all just kind of evaporated. Died very quickly. Lots of pings coming up from the Undying. He knows what he wants his team to do, but doesn't look like they're going to get there. And maybe that's them underestimating the Flesh Golem damage amp. I'm not sure how much damage they gave them. Huskar was also in there doing quite a bit. And I mean, the cask was bounced around, so was the Death Horde. So, PA, might have got a crit or two. But it was just surprising how quickly they all dropped. I didn't expect them to go down quite that quickly. And very convincing team type coming up from TE. And they're going to look to push on this now. And I think they've got a decent lead now. Maybe after the graph updates a little bit, we'll be able to see it. 3 inches now in their favor. Flare's going to come up, just trying to delay the push. Hook is up. And we'll kind of have to wait and see. It doesn't look like it. And honestly, right now... Oh! They saw her. Huskard's going to leap forward, unfortunately. Not going to chase. Undying pauses now. Claiming lag in the middle of a fight. And Amok's not... Yeah, needs to buy out real quick. Fuck. Not afraid to call him out. That's funny. A little bit of a shot. If you were watching the second game, they paused because General Tao was lagging and there was a bit of a fight going on. And TE got a little testy about it. A little bit of salt was had. Not too bad, though. Huskar's looking to go, and he's been doing very well. Now has himself a Heaven's Halberd. PA might consider going for the Monkey King Bar now instead. But it's going to be very tough to deal with. Angel Wrath looks like going for the BKB. Dagger's going to come through. So's the Flare. Someone has a point booster. Do they have a gem? No gems, just wards everywhere it seems. And they're just gonna set up here, and I like this. Amok immediately goes top, starts pushing. He has enough to buy the ultimate orb if he wants to go for that Manta style, or I believe he can, in a handful of gold, he'll be able to finish his BKB. Yeah, in about 500 gold, he'll have it. Ward or the Tombstone is dropped, and they're gonna clear that up. He gets healed up, but that's gonna drop pretty quick. A little bit of extra gold given, and they're not gonna get a whole lot. Oh. As I look away, a hook comes in. Nicely done. Gets rid of the PA. Huskar's going to blink in. Red Baron's going to go down to the Necro ult. Unfortunately, they're not able to get the Huskar. TA is disarmed. Has to meld. The wards are dropped. They're doing a fair bit of damage. Luna ult comes through. Does alright. But Skyus unfortunately has to get out. Rar dropping very low. Stuns as well. No dagger to follow. Not going to be able to get it. And, I mean... They lost the Undying. Clockwork's dead for a year. Pause door. What? Well then. Huh. Okay, anyways. Dunkin' Donuts. We got an axe effigy. That's a really cool axe. Oh, I like the shaman. That's a really good shaman. That's fun. Earthshaker, BRB crushing pussy. Jesus. Come on. That's fun though. Not gonna lie. I like that. There's a bat rider here. Yeah, laying on the ground all dead. Too much weed from a mock. And I believe this will be Tao's. Prepare your anus with his nasty ass pudge. God. Nonetheless, let's see if the Dire have any fun effigies. There's a puck. $1 million dream coil coming in. Undying one. Looks like back to the game. Enough look at the effigies.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
And they're gonna look to push mid. And so far, TE, I think they have a solid lead. If they maintain this course, I think they win. But if they get a little sloppy, maybe feed a kill or two, or kind of thing, I think they can have a pretty tough time about it. And I'm not saying that DP are out of it by any means, because they're not. But they're so far. Oh, Rar gets disarmed. PA blinks in, gets stunned. Gonna tank some tower shots. They're pinging the racks. That's Undying. Oh, Zephyr's gonna get silenced, and he's gonna go down. There it is. One more click from Rar. They managed to bring down the. They managed to bring him down. Luna immediately TP's out. Gonna push out this bottom lane, prevent it from doing a lot of damage, as well as get the farm. 3,000 gold in the bank. What do you go for? Tell me that's a BKB. Okay, good. Good job, Mock. And I think BKB they can fight. Necro ulti will still stun, but it won't activate. Rar almost has enough. Probably, I still think Monkey King Bar now, especially because there's already some evasion, as well as it's just super good against PA. I mean, that's probably bigger than getting it for the Huskar, but it's just, you can't kill Huskar with magic damage, right? So once he gets evasion, it's very hard to deal with him. And it's just tough. So I really hope that's what TA gets. And I'm sure it will be. DP Rar. Pretty smart guy. I think, anyway. I don't know. And BKB on the way is out for Luna as well as Phantom Assassin at about the same time. Take a quick look at net worth. It is Huskar, Necrophos, and then TA and Luna. Or Luna and then TA, I guess. But oh, a mock, you cheeky bugger. Drops the BKB so he doesn't show it. Or maybe that's just for the salve, I'm not sure. Look at that. Zephyr they're looking to push mid again. Yeah, I think you buy this Monkey King bar because without it you won't kill. Yeah, I think that's a good call, buying out like that. They're just gonna be okay to split push here. They're gonna know where they all are. We've got fairly good vision of them with the traps and whatnot here. So Luna can push this top. Undying is split pushing. Sorry, Luna can push bottom. Undying is split pushing top and has a massive creep wave here. They need TA. I'll clean that up really quick. As well as a clockwork. Wards are dropped defensively. And they're gonna clean up the creep wave. We gotta micro that shit. Oh, that does a lot of damage. But bottom tower is gonna drop to the creeps, I think. This creep wave's not gonna pull it off. They pop their glyph. And now they're like, well, I mean, what do we do? Ooh, that glaive bouncing through, that did a little bit. But TA has an MKB, and now Phantom Assassin can blow up very easily. Doesn't have a whole lot of health and armor. Has the dual heals coming out, so he's got that. Triple if you count Huskar. Quad, actually. What am I talking about? They got all the heals in the world. Undying drops his tombstone. They want to clean that up very quick. They're going to look to go on the PA, and PA is going to drop. Raw's still doing very good. Everybody on the side of DP fairly healthy. Ult comes out. Unfortunately, TA is down. That jazz hands from the Witch Doctor, though, bouncing through, doing a lot of damage. Buyback comes out from the Luna. This is probably going to be a lane of racks, unfortunately. They only lost the TA. That Witch Doctor ward did a lot there. They weren't able to get the Huskar in time, and it's looking rather grim for DP. TE, they're probably pretty excited, looking to take the game. Going for that second rack, going to go for the jugular. And I think if they get 2 lanes of racks, I'm not saying that DP is just going to GG, but they're gonna be really hard pressed. They're going to have to find a lot more farm. Never get silenced. I wonder how much magic damage he takes with that on, if he takes any yet. Who knows? Either way, Luna's bought back, but there's not a lot she can do. They're just slow sieging down these towers, and they have all the heals to stay through it.
Radiant's top rag.
Silence comes out again. Another Mystic, or not Mystic Flare, but what the hell is it called? Arcane Bolt.
Dire's bottom tower's
PA respawns, denies bottom tower. Zephyr caught out kind of again. Hook comes through. Nice cogs on 2. They hex him now. They need a little bit more, and they managed to get him. They also get the Witch Doctor and the Undying. They're looking to pick up the Necrophos. Hook shots up. Can go. There it is. So they get clean up 4, but, I mean, rip base. It's not worth it, unfortunately. But maybe if they can push back and take something in return. They have to get quite a bit for it, though. And by quite a bit, I mean, like, they've almost got to go and get a lane of racks somehow. I think it's still possible, but it's very tough. Shaman has his Ags, though. So that's a big win for them, getting that item up finally. And when does Witch Doctor have his? Maybe not for a little bit. Oh, Hook, unfortunately, misses. Clockwork is going for a Blade Mail. Pretty solid item against Huskar. Don't you take unit out the damage. I don't remember if Blade Mail deals pure or magical type damage. We need another pause. Is that okay? Yes, sure. Yes. Yee. Okay. And now gonna go look at these efforts. Undying. When do you want on your tomb? That's fine. It looks like that is. Nicest bloodthirsty opponents ever. That's funny. And meanwhile, they're in Roshan. Necrophos is down for 8 seconds. This will drop pretty quick. Is that a meld hit on the way? I'm not too sure. Skywrath is... Does he know that they're there? Maybe he's just drawing that they're coming, because there's no... Yeah, that's Skywrath drawing that. No way they know what's going on. Angel Wrath and Mormon. Angel. I don't think they fight this. They don't have Undying here, and he's a huge part of the team fight. Where the hell is Huskar? He's TPing. I guess he's TPing out, so they'd have Witch Doctor, Huskar, and Necrophos once he buys the TP. He's actually going Refresher Orb, I think. Boomer says good to go. They all say G. Now the question is, do GP take the risk and stay in Roche, or do they back out? We'll know in a moment. They're going to stay, actually. Move them all in here. And I think this is going to drop very quick, but I mean, the Dire's going to know. Now that there's creeps up in the high ground, there's no one clearing them out. Roshan's already down, though. They managed to pick it up on TA, and they're all going to TP out and just kind of back off. What the hell is that creep doing? Oh, must be a helmed creep. That's weird. This is very weird. Regardless. TA now has the an Aegis, so she'll be able to come back in the fight, even if she gets Reaper Scythe. And without the Reaper Scythe, I don't think they drop her too quick. Huskar's back as well. LOL comes out from Mormon. Not sure what's going on there. I missed something. Who knows? Either way, they're trying to push out the lanes, keep everything just as far back from their bases as they can, so they know when something's coming. TA isn't really anywhere near the next item. Shaman, though, as I mentioned before, Ags acquired. If he can somehow drop those on a base, I think that's good. Well, obviously it's good. I think they can have a good chance of getting that Rax if they can do it. Luna, I think it really needs a Manta style, or maybe just go straight for the Monkey King bar. You'll be pretty soft. At the same time, you're not dealing any damage. Looks like they want to defend this. Could be a little risky if they go to defend their tier 2. Because, I mean, they lose this, they're mega creeps. Like, not sure. Luna's going to be able to push top. Keep it all the way back. And they might just... Looks like they're just going to sack the tower. I think that's the right call. Let Luna try and push out top. Buy them as much space.
Lost one of them bottom towers.
as much space and time as she can. And looks like they're just going to back off and find the enemy woods. Not too sure about this. They're doing a good job farming the jungle. 2,000 gold in the bank. I think that's buyback, but it's not up for a while, so it's a little bit risky whether you buy it or not. Undying's got something coming with the career. Ooh, he's got a Crimson Guard now. That's pretty rough. I think that puts them in an unfortunate situation. That's it. Clockwork's gonna find him with an Invis rune. Easy cogs, easy life. Pops the battery assault. Undying pops his everything. It looks like he's just gonna go to town. Unfortunately, doesn't matter. The late Skywrath ulti. Lots of things coming out top. I think that's General Tao. Yeah, he's saying, gotta get out of there, Luna. Oh, Luna didn't BKB. Oh. Ooh. Be the creep. That was close. I think... I want to say Amok got a little bit lucky there. That Witch Doctor didn't walk in that way. But, nice play. Good juke. Huskar now, though, has an Assault Cuirass, and I'm starting to worry. How do you kill this Huskar who can armlet toggle, heal himself so well with Inner Vitality, and then has evasion and incredible magic resistance on top of that? And then even if you do get hits through, his armor is so high. They need, like, this TA's got to be able to click on him for a while. He needs to get, like, it's just starting to get a little scary. Plus, they have so many other heals. Witch Doctor, Necrophos, and Dying. It's a very strong lineup going into this phase of the game. Necrophos has a refresher orb as well. So the double scythe is real. And I think that's going to be... If he gets 2 scythes off, like, DP lose. Like, no, if he gets 1 off on TA or Luna, they've actually lost already. So it's just, they have to somehow kill this Necro before, without losing on their team. They need to get a pick off on him somehow. But I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I worry for DP. They've had a good run so far, but it's. I'm not saying they're out yet, but it looks grim. PE, they're going to be pretty happy though. They've had just as good of a run. Obviously, it's single elimination. You play 1 best of 3, basically a week until someone's the winner. And I mean, as you go, the weaker teams do get eliminated. And we're starting to see games become a lot closer and a lot, all in all, a bit more competitive. So, Basher now picked up on PA. Once the crow gets to him, Witch Doctor is throwing out the D wards, unfortunately missing quite a bit. Come on, there it is. Dagger. Luna's farming up here. And I think DP's problem is they don't have a whole lot of follow-up initiation for the clock. Sure, the clock's been getting solid initiations and hooks and stuff like that, but it's not the same as when you have like Magnus hitting a 3-man RP or a Tide hitting a 3 or 4-man Ravage or something like that, or Enigma. It just doesn't provide the same kind of disable. It's a solid initiation and good fight in the mid game, but they weren't able to find as many picks as I'm sure they wanted to, and so it's caused them some problems. Look at all these traps, though. The vision is so real. They drop a sentry and quickly clear out 3 of them. Gemstone's dropped on the very much on the low ground. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I mean, they won't be able to get it, but they consider the range. They pop the Crimson Guard and they just run uphill. I'm gonna kind of wait to see. Silence comes out from the Skywrath. TA pops Refraction. Looking to go. Gotta be careful here, though. Ooh, Refraction doing a fair bit to that tower. Couple more clicks. I need 1 more. There it is. They get the tower, or they get the Tombstone tower, and gonna like to go maybe. Zephyr. Looks like they're a little bit indecisive. Some of them are juking forward. Some of them are juking backward. Kind of back and forth, back and forth. Not sure which way to go, what to do. They're a little conflicted. They don't know what they want. But I imagine we'll see stalemate break it at some point. Off to the side here. I believe these wards love vision. Unfortunately, I don't remember my keys. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is the vision that the Dire are working with right now as they try to push high ground. Another trap comes down. Unfortunately, the sentry catches it. They think Clockwork's here. He's actually up over here. Another one comes through. Gonna quickly shuffle the vision back. Oh, and fuck. Jesus. Clockwork hooks in. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to find anyone. Pops the cogs, pushes 2 away. They're doing a lot of damage. Undying is going to go down. They've lost their shaman, but only him. Rar, BKB popped. Aegis has been used. Oh, he gets reapered. And Luna dropping very low. Huskar cleans him up. Is that the one reaper? That was only one reaper. Unfortunately, Ward's placed off to the side here. He wasn't able to get them down in front of the tower. Maybe it makes a difference. I'm not too sure. I don't think DP are going to just GG it, like, per se, but they're going to force them to fight it out. I mean, when it's an elimination game like this, you kind of expect it.
Radiant's top
But
rags ain't gonna last long.
I mean, I'm sure the net worth charges. It's not that bad. Experience is actually somehow was in favor of DP. A little bit unsure, but TA is not going to be back. No effigies kills, please. Liz. So they're still having some fun here. One effigy goes down. General Tao's, unfortunately, is no more. Report Necro. And the Ancient's going down. TE, the offensive GG. It's a little... you know? Oh, Skywrath unfortunately blocks it. They get the Necro ult on the Shaman, so it's on cooldown now. Prohibit's gonna drop, but I don't think there's a whole lot that the rest of his team... I don't think the rest of his team really cares. Luna's gonna go down as well. Bot back died. And now it is in fact... Sorry for offensive GG. I saw a message pop up. And that's gonna be GG. Good game coming out. Both games I saw. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the first one, which TE won, so they do advance. And all in all, impressive gameplay from both. A little bit of banter back and forth, but I think it's all good. And of course, as you can see in chat, I am Wolf Dota. If you enjoyed the cast or want to follow me, get some, I was going to say insight, but get to know when I'm going to be casting and what I'm doing and whatnot, feel free to follow me. I also cast the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup, so if you're interested in watching that, you can follow me on Twitter or right here on Twitch. And then if you want to catch any replays or VODs or anything I've casted, it's all up on YouTube. Everything's under Wolf Dota. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.